federal agency, and that's when things start to fall apart. Mark Stein is an author and columnist. He joins us tonight. Mark, I want to talk to you because I know that you're an internationally renowned connoisseur of irony. And so how are you responding to this story which was designed to prove collusion between Republicans and Russia and is now proving the opposite?
Yes, because Trump is in the weird position. He says wacky things from time to time, as we all know, but nothing he says is as wacky as the truth here. This is like one of those slightly over high concept thrillers, Agatha Christie's Murder on the Siberian Express. Everyone is colluding with Russia except Trump. Basically, you've got the Podesta group, you've got the Hillary campaign, you've got the DNC, you've got the FBI, you've got Christopher Steele, who you credit as an ex-MI6 agent. He's not just any old ex-MI6 agent. He's the head of the Russia desk at MI6, which is a pretty big deal. And you were talking about campaign finance laws preventing you paying foreign nationals for federal election campaigns. Whatever the scope of those laws, the core people they were designed to prevent getting a hand in American elections were elite high-level espionage agents from foreign powers. So we have a completely and by the way, not just the Hillary campaign, but as you said earlier, Hillary herself. Hillary, who has been touring the world. She's been at obscure little literary festivals on the Welsh border just a week or two ago, complaining that the Russians colluded with Trump to steal the election away with her, and she's colluding with the Russians to issue this dossier against Trump.
Colluding with the Russians and apparently with the peripheral involvement of Paul Manafort, who Democrats have been telling us for the last year is this sinister figure with Russia ties. You know, maybe so, sounds like it. But he was working with the Podesta Group, which is the single most powerful Democratic lobbying firm in the city, of course, founded by Hillary's campaign chairman. I mean, you couldn't make it up.
No, and you know, suddenly a lot of things seem clearer. You talked about the FBI, which is supposed to be a policing agency that operates in the interests of the American people. As you say, it's very odd that an agency with almost unlimited resources compared to any equivalent anywhere on the planet is having to outsource a lot of this stuff and actually use the taxpayers' money to pay this British subject for this wacky report. But to me, one of the most disturbing things about this is, you'll recall that the Director of National Intelligence, Clapper, asked James Comey, supposedly, to go and have a meeting with Trump and tell Trump that they've got a dossier explaining how he likes to enjoy highly specialized prostitution services in Eastern Europe, and they've got this dossier. And then the minute they've held the meeting, it mysteriously the news of this meeting gets leaked to the press. And I think it's a reasonable inference that Clapper and Comey only actually arranged this meeting with Trump to tell him of the specialized prostitution services this dossier contains about him. It's a reasonable inference that this meeting took place only so that news of it could then be leaked to the press. That's actually extremely deeply disturbing for the intelligence community and the FBI.
And I would, by the way, I agree with you vehemently, and if they were doing this to President Obama, who I did not like, I would say the same thing. You can't have rogue agencies. It's terrifying. Mark, thank you for that perspective.